from the College of Mass Communications on the campus of Texas Tech University. This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for our MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Melissa Herms.
And I'm Bryan Macias. Lubbock citizens voiced their opinions back in May with the alcohol election. But making the city wet may not be so great for some local business owners. MCTV's Angelica Longoria has more.
Back in May, the citizens of Lubbock voted to allow alcohol sales within city limits. And now, because of the election, Alok Shiva says mom-and-pop stores like his, Jordan's Discount Liquor Store in Southeast Lubbock, will be closing their doors for good.
The votes went in. My parents decided that it's about time to move on, start liquidating everything, all the inventory, getting rid of it, buying the least amount of inventory as possible, and pretty much just, I guess, start all over is all we can do right now. Because once all the sales go into effect in town, we're pretty much going to be dead out here.
And with the recent elections allowing alcohol sales to be sold within city limits, many Lubbockites are excited to be able to come to grocery stores like Market Street and buy more than just their groceries.
Oh, it's wonderful. It has to be, it'll be a lot more safer because, there's already people that already don't be drinking. They want to go get another beer. They got to drive way out there. Instead, they come right here where these empty shelves are.
Market Street, along with other store shelves, are empty right now in anticipation for alcohol sales. Eddie Owens of Market Street is hoping by the 1st of October to have alcohol in his grocery stores for his customers.
As you can see behind us, we have been ready operationally as far as the stores are concerned for many weeks, anticipating this move.
And while some people are affected negatively and others positively by the recent election, the citizens of Lubbock have spoken, and alcohol sales will be in Lubbock in the near future.
People would have voted for it if they didn't want it.
From MCTV, I'm Angelica Longoria.
It's click it or ticket. Whether you're taking a long trip in the car or just driving to the store, you may want to look at the new state driving laws. Our Kaylee Aycock has more.
Texas is taking greater steps to ensure the safety of passengers in motor vehicles. Effective September 1st, driving laws now require all occupants in a vehicle to be properly restrained. Despite the previous law, passengers in the back seat, no matter their age, must be using the seatbelt. Texas Department of Public Safety, Corporal John Gonzalez, says the regulation will improve the safety of everyone in the car.
Because at 70 miles an hour, I hit a brick wall. Boom, that vehicle stops. What's happening inside the vehicle? Okay, I'm still traveling at 70 miles an hour. So if my seatbelt's not on me, I'm going somewhere. And if you're buckled up in the front seat and I'm coming towards you, I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to take the seat and everything with me, and I'm going to hurt you plus me.
In addition, the new law extends the restriction on children in safety seats. Those children under the age of 5 are still required to be in a car seat, as the previous law stated. Now, however, children aged 5 to 8 or under 4 feet 9 inches are required to be in a booster seat. Director of the Injury Prevention Coalition of the South Plains, Karen Slay, says the booster clause will protect this age group.
It finally covers the kids who are what we call tweens. They're in between that toddler seat and the seatbelt. The seatbelt still doesn't fit them correctly, and we see lots of seatbelt syndrome injuries caused by not wearing the seatbelt or it not fitting correctly. So this finally covers them by law.
The coalition promotes child passenger safety by holding events to educate parents on safety seats. Slay says 98% of the child safety seats she checks are being misused. Slay and Gonzalez both agree it is crucial to have everyone in the vehicle properly restrained to avoid injury.
Every school has a history behind it, and Texas Tech is no exception. MCTV's Jennifer Smoke takes a deeper look at tech traditions.
Raidergate, Guns Up, Will Rogers, Bell Tower. Traditions have been circling around Texas Tech since the campus doors opened in 1925. Some traditions have changed, some no longer exist, and many have stayed the same throughout the years. Executive Vice President of Texas Tech Alumni Association, Bill Dean, says the masked rider is his favorite tradition.
To me, the masked rider is such a symbol of the university, and because of the kind of football season, for instance, last year, That symbol is known almost nationwide.
The masked rider gallops out of the stadium's tunnel at the opening of every football game. Dean says in the past, the rider circled the whole field, but due to safety issues, the horse now darts straight along the west side of the stadium. In the midst of last year's record-setting football season, Raidergate and tailgating were a place for everyone to celebrate. Senior Public Relations Major Rachel Rouse says the tradition provided an exciting atmosphere for students, alumni, family, and fans to cheer on the Red Raiders.
Raidergate's a lot of fun because all the student organizations set up tents and barbecue pits and stuff, and everyone just kind of gets together and enjoys all the entertainers that come and perform.
Saddle Tramps is a well-known organization providing spirit around campus before and after sporting events. Junior financial planning major Casey Amos has been a member of Saddle Tramps for 2 years.
Well, obviously every Thursday before a home game, we wrap the campus and soap suds the horse statue.
Will Rogers sits atop soap suds, and according to one legend, the horse's posterior faces the direction of one of the school's rivals, Texas A&M. Amos says after football victories, the group heads to the top of the bell tower and rings the victory bells for 30 minutes. In 1937, the bells rang overnight after Tech defeated TCU. This ringing decreased to 30 minutes after keeping Lubbock residents from their slumber. The Double T Bench, Raider Power, Seal of Texas Tech, and the more recently traditional ring ceremony for graduating seniors are other pieces of the puzzle that make traditions at Texas Tech memorable. For MCTV, I'm Jennifer Smoke.
With the start of a new Texas Tech football season, local businesses show their support for Red Raiders from behind the scenes.
It's very hectic. We prep the day before, and like we do all our cane sauce, our coleslaw, our lemon juice, and get ready. Like when the day starts, it starts out slow, and then it's like bam, it just hits you. Like all the people just start flooding in, you like running around.
Event crew members at Jones AT&T Stadium say planning for game season can start as early as spring.
Along with cheering for their home team, Red Raider football fans also enjoy tailgating before each game. But some fans may have a hard time finding parking spots. MCTV's Alex Ibarra explains why.
Compared to past seasons, the east side parking lot near Texas Tech's Jones AT&T Stadium seems less crowded. Due to construction for a $25 million expansion project, 400 parking spots are gone, but some tailgaters say it's all part of a bigger picture.
Tailgating is just a minor experience that a student could have at Texas Tech. I think the construction is necessary for Texas Tech's long-term goals. Everybody's got to suffer at some point, so tailgating, you're going to cut out 100 tailgaters or so, 100 trucks, it's okay.
For some tailgaters who normally enjoy closer access to the stadium, the R18 parking lot near the rec center presents a new home on Saturdays, which some say is an inconvenience.
The atmosphere is the same. It's still, I like the atmosphere still, but being right by the stadium is a lot better because you feel like you're at the game the whole time, not over here and then you have to walk to the game. You know, you feel like you lose some momentum. When you're right in the stadium parking lot, it's so much better.
Assistant Athletic Director for the Red Raider Club, Amy McBride, says she hears tailgaters' frustrations loud and clear.
What we're trying to tell them is be patient with us. You know, we understand their concern about moving further away from the stadium. We certainly wish that we could park everyone very close to the stadium.
McBride says even with less tailgating spaces, donors need to stay on board. She says some left the east side parking lot because the price for one spot went from $1,500 to $2,500. But she says quitting the organization could lose them better spots next season.
The best thing we can tell them is stick with us. We know it's a bit inconvenient. We know it's a little bit further than everyone would prefer to walk, but we hope they understand and stay with us. And we really, truly hope we can get it fixed and get more people closer to the stadium when the east side is finished.
According to Tech officials, the construction for the east side expansion wraps up in 2010. For MCTV, I'm Alex Ibarra.
And that's our MCTV weekday update for now. I'm Melissa Herms.
And I'm Bryan Macias. Thanks and have a great day.